So I was like, little me. I was like very petite. I was like, my name is Brenda Kimbi. I am bam 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 bam. And guess what? Everybody just went, whoa. Hello everybody, hello YouTube, it's your girl Brenda Kimbi. If this is your first time on my channel, welcome. If you're a returning subscriber, thank you for watching, thanks for coming, and thank you for always commenting and having positive feedbacks or constructive criticisms to make this channel better. So on today's episode we will be talking about, are people's opinions really a reality? Never letting people's opinion become your reality. That is what we'll be talking today on this video. So if you've ever had such an experience or you can relate with what I'm saying, stay tuned, relax, grab something to snack on, because this is going to be a juicy episode. Before I dive into the topic, I'm going to go into some little story time, and that is what really drew the inspiration behind this video. Some years back when I was in Form 1, I remember people used to really make fun of me, saying, Brenda, you have a very big voice. You know, when in Form 1 I was 9 years old, and I did not really know. I grew up in a home where my parents will normally it's not even an issue of I grew up, it's an issue of your parents will never tell you your weaknesses. It's the world that will always want to remind you, oh, you have a big head, oh, you have a large cheek, oh, you have a big forehead. It's society, is the world. So you always grow up until you have to face reality. So I went to boarding school, and I was 9, and we were in the dormitory my first day in school, and people rallied. We were doing all these things that they always do when you have new students, and we were all asked to introduce ourselves. I introduced myself. I was very excited because I was, you know how naive a 9-year-old can be. So I was excited because I was just like, I was not really happy when my mom came and left me there, because for me, I felt like she abandoned me. But with time I started vibing into the whole boarding school system and everything, and we were all asked to introduce ourselves. And when it was my own time to talk, I started talking, and people don't understand why I love my name very much. It's something that I've been doing for so many years. So I stood in front of everybody and I was like, my name is Brenda Kimbi, which I always do. And if you're not following me on social media, I don't know what can be your problem, because I'm very active on Facebook, I'm present on Instagram, and should just connect so that we can always keep in touch. So I was like, little me, I was like very petite. I was like, my name is Brenda Kimbi, I am bam 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 bam. And guess what? Everybody just went, whoa. I got confused, like the way, when like you say something and then people just react very funny. So in my mind, I'm like, what is happening with these seniors? That was how we called those who were ahead of us in school. And we're like, Mama Mia, one girl just shouted from behind. I remember that girl very well. I don't even know where she is now. The girl just shouted from behind. She was like, now which bikini boy? This is Pidgin. If you're watching this video and Pidgin language is one of the languages being frequently used in Cameroon. In the dormitory, this was like, Mama mie, una can't hear the bikini voice. That's a way of saying, oh my God, come and listen to the way this child speaks. I have never been embarrassed, frustrated, and humiliated like that day. And I felt so bad that I was confused. I felt, was it my English that was not correct? Or did I make a mistake? Or then all of them, now they were like, who talk to? Now they started forcing me to talk. See, before I knew it, I was like always in moving from senior students dormitory to the to another dormitory to talk. They'll just tell me, they'll ask me to say my rhyme. They'll just call for me, Brenda Kimbi, come and dance. Brenda Kimbi, say like this. I'll be there, motoka. I'll be saying all those things. Trust me, it was so humiliating. At the point where even some of my classmates want to use it to make fun of me, they'll be like, you have a big voice here, you have a big voice. So that was that. So I remember, I always say this story because this story is like all what you see here today, me inspiring people, training and doing that, is as a result of that story contributed to who Brenda Kimby is today. So I was so embarrassed, like I was so embarrassed. I remember I was like, but why has my mom never told me that? Why have my friends, why my family, why just in school? So I remember this day, let me cut a long story short. I remember this day they were asking for this prefectship and stuff, and I wrote my application. I wanted to be the senior prefect, and that was how I got announced. Because not only did I write an application, but my application was excellently written for a Form 1 student, and I read my speech in front of the whole school. That was well written, punctuations on point, intonation on point, everything was on point. Let's cut the story. So what is this video all about? This video is all about, should people's opinion of you become your reality? I remember that day going back to the dormitory at the age of 9. I was not even 9, I was still to be 9, because I was very young. I remember that day going back to the dormitory and saying to myself that, I think I've said this one in one of my videos. I remember saying I would do everything possible that whenever I open my mouth to talk, people will always want to listen. And if you know what the power of words can do, that has been my reality till date, because my strength is my voice. Voice in the sense of the way I think. I always have a way expressing what goes through my mind, either through storytelling, writing articles, writing poems, writing a book, or anything. So imagine if that experience instead gave me low self-esteem and inferiority complex. Never let people's opinions of you become your reality. Could it be true that I had a terrible voice? Who cares? But what's important is the fact that it got to the point where, let me say this life-defining moment. I remember when I wrote my application letter to go in for senior prefectship, the vice principal in my school back then took my application and went to Form 4 and 5, those senior classes, and she was like, look, people should look at Brenda Kimby's application. Look at an application that a Form 1 student has written. Do you get? So that happened about 6 months after that humiliation. But do you know what it must have built to me as a person? So somebody can call you fat. It can only become a reality if you accept it. Then they will say I have a terrible voice. But before I knew it, everybody wanted to hear me talk. I'll be praying in class, I'll be reading the news, and God was just preparing me for public speaking. So don't let people define you because of the things, the troubles they face. Because what I've noticed is broken people always try to break other people, and people who are bleeding always want other people to bleed. So they intentionally go around with all these hurtful things to make them look down on themselves so that they can feel better. So don't always give people the chance to break you, to crush you, because when you give people the chance to crush you, you have sold your right as a human. They would use it against you. You will lose yourself, and all you will have to do is just regrets, and nothing than regrets. So this is a story, but if you can learn from this story, if you can apply it to your personal life, you will definitely see that consciously, unconsciously, we always have people always go around trying to make others feel bad. The senior who went around saying I have a very big voice, I don't know where she is, but I don't think she really said it from a bad place. But what she did really hurt me seriously. So somebody could say something intentionally, and the person can even say something unintentionally, not being intentional, pardon me. And it's okay, because how you respond to it will make the difference. If you respond to it in a positive light, it's going to be for your good. If you respond to it in a negative light, it would definitely influence you negatively. So I just wanted to come with this story to inspire somebody out there that do not let people's opinions of you become your reality. And trust me, even my classmates who excuse me, even my classmates who used to say, oh, Brenda Kimby, you have a big voice, today they are always appreciative. They are just like, wow, Brenda, I'm proud of you, I love what you're doing. How many years after? You can imagine, some 10 years, some have got, after making me feel bad 10 years ago. Now they're like, oh, we always knew you were meant for the public stage. We always knew you were a very expressive person. But that was not the case then. When everybody was laughing, everybody would join and laugh. I remember I'll go into dormitories and I'll be dancing, I'll be saying rhymes only for people to laugh. So today I'm here talking to a camera, but I'm influencing a lot of people, not with me being dumb, but with a voice. So imagine if I had to take all these and buckle up and then just keep it somewhere and let their opinion become my reality. Where would I have been today? That should be the case for you. That should be your story. Do not let people to stop you. Do not let people to define your experiences, because at the end of the day, you are the sum total of your thoughts, your convictions, your actions, and your beliefs, and not what people say about you. That is why I am a strong advocate of always keep investing in yourself, because at the end of the day, all that matters is who you are inside and not what the world thinks. Until next time, if you felt inspired by this story, please can you share with your friends, can you share with your family, please, 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 can you subscribe to my YouTube channel. If you have watched until this point, it means that you definitely saw a thing or two that you can relate with. Can you please subscribe to my YouTube channel? Until next time, I'm your girl Brenda Kimbi. Keep raising the bar and don't let people's opinion of you become your reality. Mwah!